FXBros.
Alright, y'all, we back. I'm sure I sent out the link. Okay, I got that. So, from the top of the market of July and into the beginning of August, to start out the month of August, we had several bearish engulfing opportunities. One was crucial here, meeting with the high of June, on June 14th, 15th. Then we get to July 13th into the 14th high with an engulfing. The other one would be this end of July engulfing that took out a structured high, kind of along with this situation, but this structure was not as defined as this one. And you get another push high to take out those highs, indicating that, yeah, we could be going higher. It is a sign for going higher, taking out all highs. But if you would have been patient and waiting and knowing that the following candle after that bullish push was just a pin bar, a weak body, even though the bears tried to push it down, but the bulls were trying to hold strong, but they couldn't hold because obviously it was enough sell orders to continue with this bearish continuation that started from midpoint of July. And as we can see, all these attempts from that point, all these attempts of going bullish were short-lived, just like Jay was talking about. I think he just joined on. What's up, bro? So all these buy areas were short-lived. And if you want to go along with history, which how you should trade what you see, not what you think. We should be continuing with bearish continuation until the bulls show us otherwise. And that first step of showing us otherwise would be to break above the old yearly low. That would be one step we would need to see on the 4 hour. As far as structure goes, I would definitely want us to break above this double high situation created on these recent lower highs that was created, and try to tap into this old 4 hour gap from August 1st. If we can get up into those price levels, then maybe the bulls, well, not maybe, then we'll know the bulls have done something that they tried to and attempted to do from this this high that was created in July that matched with the June high. Since then, all of attempts to turn back bullish were failed. And not only that, a lot of them were failed following a nice engulfing on this 4 hour. We have them even down here and down here. Nice entries. So that's that for buys. I mean, I don't see a strong indication right now for sales, like how we was talking about earlier. We need to see some more buys actually enter into the market, nice strong bullish candles, and then look for another bearish setup to enter us in the buys, because we need some kind of clean traffic on the bull side for us to feel going down for to sell into. Right now, we're near the lows on the daily and on the 4 hour right now. So not to say sales will be short-lived, but if this is a turning point, this is not where you want to start looking to load up on sales. You want to wait till you see a retracement back on the bullish side to go into what the bears did the previous week. And this is Friday's low. Where's Monday? Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So we up here. This is the 50% level right here. This dotted line. So it would be nice. I mean, we don't ultimately have to come up to old Monday's high from last week, but at least that 50% level, which is right here at this structure point on the 4 hour. So that would be nice. Some nice bullish candles, you know. Could be as little as 2 strong bullish candles or 5 to 7 weak little situations going bullish. But regardless, on a smaller time frame, as we look for entries, that'll be a nice clean traffic we could sell into. So speaking of that, let's go to the 1 hour. See where we at. This is where we are in the 1 hour. A lot of consolidation. What you think?
Yeah, we're going side to side right now. I mean, as you can see, it's getting tighter and tighter too. So, bound for something to happen.
Hey, say something right quick, Jay.
Yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can, but it sound a little muffled, like you got your the mic too close to your mouth or something. I don't know if you might have to disconnect or reconnect, but I know I just had to reconnect this whole live. It could be something on my end too. Oh, that's a nice. Damn, hurricanes are so sleek. Let's see what we got going on in my rear view. Watching this dope car meet in Germany.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. I just switched it to the laptop mic. But yeah, still in that screen again. What's that? It looks like one of them Lambos.
Yeah, it was it's a car meet in Germany that happened this early, I think in June or July.
Mm-hmm.
Just showing some amazing pieces of engineering,
Right.
if you will.
Yeah, I just got some else. This is what I got on the screen so far. Real slight.
I like that football. What's that? Is it autograph?
No, not yet. I should have went to one of the practices that I got it autographed.
Oh yeah, they doing the training and all that right now, right?
Yeah. But actually, they got preseason games, so preseason starting now. Yeah, man. Like I was saying,
Turn some light on.
right now it's like that we in consolidation, and it's getting even tighter. You can see like uh, once it first went into that daily gap, like those were good movements right there. But now it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. So just expecting for something to happen, where you break out of this and retest in the inner end or some of some sort. But yeah, if you do see an engulfing or any type of setup in this condition, then just be super super careful, man. See where like if you get an engulfing that happens right now, a bullish engulfing, then your target should be at least at 64, 64.10, 64.15 at most on buys. And if you get into sales around right now, well, let's say if it closes right now, you got the small clean traffic to the left, so the take profit is going to be at 63, 63.90, 63.80, yeah, 63.85 to 63.90, like in that area.
Hey, what time frame you speaking on?
The 1 hour.
Oh, okay. And you were saying you would be targets for buys would be above those old highs. It's like 60.
No, it wouldn't be above those. Oh, it'll be right there. So like if you were to get
right up in here, right in this little swing,
yeah,
64.10. Okay.
yeah, like if you want to get in the buy, your profit, like I think it should be right there, which is not a good type of setup. So
Yeah,
that's why
you need more sales to get into that buy. I would think. I think you need the market.
Oh no, yeah, you need more. You need more sales for that TP to be more prominent.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
You got more of a gap to work from, and even if, like I said,
like how this situation right here, we had a nice engulfing, and then the target are right here, which it hit twice.
Yep. Like don't expect it to go all the way up there, because one thing that should happen on Friday. So what you think you're going to shoot up 40 pips at the end of the day on Friday? Like,
Right. Another scenario right here. We get a nice engulfing with targets up here.
Yeah, that was really good. That was like that sell off and then buy engulfing. Like that was really really good. And then if you want to count that sell signal that happened after that buy push, was also a decent sell as well. Now you can see consolidation is getting tighter and tighter and tighter. So you just got to be patient, wait for a breakout. I want it more so on the bullish side because it's still going off of this bullish engulfing on the 1 hour. So if it takes that out, then you really want to be looking for another push in your first sales. I'll enter into that. But as of right now, just playing the waiting games. Like I said, most of my buys will be very, very, very short-lived, even if I can get in them. But the sales are going to be the ones this week for sure.
Nah, I agree. And I think ultimately from this bearish engulfing we saw on Tuesday or Thursday morning, it hasn't finished its job yet. I think this little extension right here on Friday in the morning was proof of where it needs to like rest at probably. And I think, this sellout that we're seeing on Sunday, probably going into Monday, is going to finish this job. And then we'll probably ultimately get into some buys if the bulls are strong enough to come in, if the orders are there. We're looking at it from a larger banking type of situation, and institutional trader, if they have enough orders below this area that they want to load up on buys, then that's what we're going to see play out in the market. We'll see the candles start to push higher, stronger bullish body candles, and so forth. And that's how we read the markets and get into the markets, by realizing what happened and why it happened. And the times of day and the size of the candles and how well the body closed against the highs and the lows, like all that shit matters. If you really know why it's doing it, then they telling the story without saying words. You feel me?
Yeah. I mean, if you can figure that out, you know, then you can determine what can happen next. Because it's a
Mhm.
forward, you have to think forwardly with this. Everybody could look at what happened in the past and mark it up and do this, and you're like, oh, this happened because of this happened because of that. That's cool and all, but all right, after all that, what's going to happen next? What's your bet? You know?
And stick
Yeah,
to that bet. You
yeah,
know,
yeah. What's your
with
bias?
proper risk to reward. I mean, with proper risk to reward parameters. Don't take the trade if you got to risk 20 pips to have a good stop loss as far as structure concerned, just because so you can get this 10 pip potentially move. Like, that's not good. Like right
Yeah,
now, ultimately, if you want to get in the buys, most people are probably, if you want to be in strong structure, you go put your stop loss like 5 to 10 pips below here, so which is 63, 65, so 45, like way down here. You have your stops way down here at a max, anywhere between this area. If you got into buys now,
yeah.
wouldn't it be better?
Which is not a good play if you ask me. Um, and the only reason why is because it's what the way that the weekly looks. My weekly bias is sales, so I
Man,
wouldn't get this big on a buy. You know what I'm saying? For my stock. Yeah, look at that. Like that looks horrible.
horrible.
You know?
Now look at it on the flip side. If I take this off, that looks like slightly better. It's not the best, but it's still a profitable outcome. You got a 1 to 1.3. That's
Yeah,
a that's a tradable situation. It's not the
yeah,
best, but it's more tradable situation than what we just looked at.
yeah. You'll have more people taking this trade than the other one. That's a fact.
That's a fact. People that understand direction. Everybody else that want to fade the market and want to be, I want to catch the bottom. I want to catch the bottom. They're trying to buy it right now.
Yeah,
When that's something you'll never know. The bottom. And the bottom is always biased on your time frame too. So that's another thing you got to take into consideration.
right.
Because a person on the daily is calling a different bottom than a person looking at the damn yearly or the monthly.
Did you took a look at the news?
Nah, let me pull that up right quick. That's a good time. Take a glance. Let's see. We don't have nothing for Monday. Yeah, nothing on Monday. Yeah, it's weird. It say one day, it should say 2 days. But nonetheless, Tuesday we have existing home sales. This is going to be a big market mover. A lot of people waiting on this news to see where we are with this home crisis. I feel like sales probably gonna be down only because I think they judging sales off of new home sales, not just home sales in general. And I know they backed up in a lot of key areas as far as building is concerned. So we do have those releases coming out. Australia has Judo Bank Services and Manufacturing coming out Tuesday p.m. Wednesday, we got the S&P Global Manufacturing and Services. Also, again, new home sales month over month. New home sales. What do we have here? Existing home sales, new home sales. Okay, so yeah, we're getting a double dose information for this week. Thursday, we have our durable goods, excluding defense and excluding transportation. We got the orders on durable goods, and then we got our jobless claims coming out again for that week. Also, in the evening, we got some news. Is Jackson Hole Symposium.
What's that about?
I don't know. They slot. You know what these things are though? These different news events are, bro. It kind of dawned on me last week when we started seeing all these weird news events pop up. You know what this is? This is medium news turning high, like low news. And because if I turned on my settings to show me the low and the medium news, like it'll be so many news events going on every day.
All right.
So that's basically what this is. This ain't nothing that they're just trying to slide on. It's just like this used to be a low impact news, a medium impact news, and now the fact that the economy is in the state it's in, those news events are becoming high. Like whatever they about to talk about or whatever's going on is going to push the news or the market in a certain way.
And what time is that?
That is 7 o'clock.
Damn, 7:00 p.m.
7 o'clock p.m., bro. So I'm saying like that whole 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock p.m. Maybe if we get news, like nah, bro, we about to start getting high news at 3:30, probably in the near future.
Like I said, man, it is so important. Every session, every time that you get on the charts, check the news and see where you at. You know what I'm saying? Which is good to set a time for when you trade, because a lot of these news releases, they come out on certain days, certain times. So if you set your time of trading and just keep that locked, you'll start seeing that. Like I say, every Thursday is a big day. Every Thursday, and so forth. And a lot of people, that's why they trade in the mornings, because you got a lot of traffic and a lot of volatility. So that's
Facts.
when you can just get up, get it in real quick, 15 minutes to an hour, and you went crazy, instead of like just waiting all day for something to happen. So like if you get into a trade and it doesn't work out in that same 15 minutes to an hour, start thinking the reason why this can go against you. And that'll give you a good chance to get out of trades faster and stop sitting in those losing trades you know, for like that entire session going into the next day, because you're so stuck on that on that move, your bias, and thinking that because you entered it's going to go in that direction. Just like let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like you can always enter a bias, like enter in your direction multiple times. That one entry is not gonna, you know what I'm saying, get you in. Like think about when you at the fair and you want to play them damn rigged ass games,
Mm-hmm.
to throw the darts or the shit. Like your first couple of, well, I ain't gonna say your first, your parents' first $3 to $5, because they gotta put the shit up.
All right.
They know that shit ain't gonna probably work. There's a good chance because they did it when they was kids.
All right.
They could already put that fear on you through them, like this ain't gonna work here. Take the damn money.
All right.
Like that's why they give you so many chances, because you ain't gonna get it the time. So like, don't don't be afraid to be like, they ain't get it this time. Like get it. If it doesn't go right in your favor, uh, sometimes like right away, if it if it goes against you right away, get out of it. You fucking moving a quick tips immediately, get out of that, man. You don't need to play with it. And then but don't let it flip your whole bias, just okay, that wasn't the entry. It still can be the trade, but that wasn't the entry. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Uh,
please like manage your trade and manage risk. That's more of like risk management, but you are managing your trade. That's how you can manage your risk because you manage your trade. So yeah, man, we about to fucking learn something real quick.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what the hell was going on. This Jackson Hole Symposium, it looked like from last year. It was some kind of conference that I guess they talk, like a lot of the different central bankers talk about economy and the policy. That's basically, they ain't gonna go into detail. Central bankers discuss world events and financial trends in a discussion that Jackson holds a watch for economic news, specifically like the direction of global interest rates. So it's probably a place for them to just all have a little party, meet up, talk about the shit they gonna talk about every damn week, but now they get a chance to go to a resort and drink. I'm pretty sure in the background that's really what happened at that place. Because how many meetings do y'all have to talk about the damn economy?
That's a fact.
I mean, come on, bro. Like, it's the economy. Like, would you just talk about it? Like, you got to have all these different meetings and conferences. Nah, man, that's a reason for y'all to turn up, spend some of this damn tax money y'all be getting. Like, you gotta do something with it.
Yep. Yes. That's what I was like. I was like, what time does it come out? I was like, okay, 7, 8 o'clock. Yeah, I'll be looking around. I'll be looking at the charts around that time.
Right.
Now I know I won't enter off of that, so when it does something crazy, I can remember. Oh, okay, that was that bullshit. But
Right.
yeah, man.
Oh, now I'm gonna close my whole camera out.
Your camera?
Nah, with my share screen, I was sharing had the screen share, but it had closed out. I closed it up. But that was for Thursday's news, and then Friday we got Michigan sentiment, and we got Powell about to give a speech, followed by another meeting at the Jackson Hole Symposium. So they're about to turn up that weekend. It's about to be lit, and that's in Kansas City. So if you're in Kansas City, yeah, it's about to be some big ballers in y'all city for a few days. And that's big facts. Shout out to all the strip clubs and hotel chains. Y'all about to see a lot of business. I'm just speaking facts, man. I'm just speaking facts. Just kind of keeping it a little real. Just letting people know what happened.
For real.
Really be going down. Yeah, so we should see something. Just see a lot of movement toward the end of this week. That's for damn sure. So the market will be resting because the market always rests on Friday and come to a resting point. We see a lot of consolidation typically on average on Sunday, Monday, and on Friday, and then we get a lot of movement midweek. But this week in general, we're going to have a lot of heavy news going into Thursday and Friday. So we could see some crazy stuff happen at the end of the week. That's what I'm saying. Now, let me see something. Yeah, that's crazy. That Jackson Hole Symposium thing on Friday, that's happening when the market is closed. Yeah, the market closed at 4 p.m. on Friday, but this news event's coming out at 7 p.m. on Friday.
Wow. So that meeting has to do something about politics?
Has something to do about the economy and interest rates. So it's for central bankers, not for politicians.
Dang.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be politicians there because they use that to help push for them to get chosen for a certain political situation. So it's going to be it's a lot of money going to be in Jackson City. Yeah.
Wow.
It's going to be a lot of money there. And they just go.
We talk about some insider information.
Oh, yeah. If you over there and they're going to be talking about probably stuff that's going to happen next year.
Exactly. Like, yeah, bro. You know, we got to start letting them know if this is really a recession, huh?
But it's like you could talk about it all day, but until we see physical, you know, attributes and all that, we won't really know it's a recession. I mean, yeah, things are higher. I mean, some people are experiencing higher job wages than they did a couple of years ago, but I do understand where expenses increases are not matching with the wealth, because a lot of people finally getting to that 18, 19, $20 an hour type shit, but they rent already touching 2K.
Yep.
And that's in the cheap places. That's not like in a nice, new, nice, comfortable neighborhood. Now you talk about 25, 2600 for that.
Yep, that's true.
Back in the day, it was good to have a job with $15 an hour, $16.50. Like you was like, okay, I can manage your apartment. My apartment $750 a month. I could swing that with some little bills. Maybe I get a little car note. I'll be living check to check, but hey, I got my own shit. I'm living
Right.
an American dream.
Right.
But now that's not the case. You got bumped up a couple of dollars, but that rent, remember when you look at an apartment rent was always like that little nice little 800, 850, if you're
Yeah,
nice
you
place.
could. You fuck around, get a what is it? A nice studio. You could pull off a 550 for a studio.
Come on.
I remember that, boy.
Remember that? Remember
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Shit, you can't get no studio for under 12 now.
That's a fact.
At a place you want to actually live in, shit.
Right. Oh yeah. You
Even in the slums, like where you don't want to go,
exactly. I'm about to say that's the number for the
that's
slum.
like not even that. That's what I'm saying. They pushing 700-800.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. They not doing that. Yeah. Like
Right,
I'm saying, 11, 12 for the
right,
slum.
right, 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 right.
Yeah. It's crazy times, boy.
That's why, and I kind of see it firsthand. That's another reason why I like doing Uber, because I get to talk to a lot of different people. I get to talk to people that's living in gated communities, picking them up, dropping them off to the airport. Got $1 million homes, and I'm talking to people living in neighborhoods where it's like it's hard to drive through the street because they got so many families living in the house. Everybody cars parked in the driveway and all in front of the house on the street. So when you driving down the street, you better hope nobody else coming down the other side of the street because y'all both in trouble.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. It's a lot of neighborhoods around Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, where it's just like everybody that moved into one house because, like, nigga, we can't afford this and that. So we all cooped up.
Boy, it's
So I am saying that. Well, that'd be a nice little Gunther Works project. Probably wait about to bring that up.
you know what?
This little I seen somebody pulling a trailer that had one of those Gunther Works type of Porsche
Yeah.
that needed some work, and I said, well, I know exactly where they probably about to bring that. So let's see. What I've been liking to do is what's been helping out too is to see from a structural standpoint where we are as far as consolidation from Friday leading into Sunday. And our Friday started here, right on this last bearish candle. We had a nice little breakdown lower and a pop back up and break back down to that same price level that we started at on Friday. And that's what Sunday kicked off. So we know we can notate these highs. That's a nice little structural level of consolidation. And being that was the low for Friday, I want to kind of stick to the bodies. I look at that as consolidation so far right now. We need to break out of this area before we see any type of moves. And you on that, brother? You on that twice?
Yeah, I doubled up. I doubled up right quick.
Yeah, that's what's up. That boy trying to get twice the trades. I got
They don't give you that much leverage.
you. Nigga said I'm about to get out here 3 times. Place a trade. But yeah, I like this level of consolidation, and I want to see us break out of this area.
Yeah, we get a good one, man. I think we're gonna have some nice sales this week.
Mm-hmm. As far as for an entry right now, I would like to see a nice engulfing because we did create this strong push up on buys on Friday morning. I don't know if that was news or not, but still it was structural. It came all the way down to the 50% level of this whole zone from the price gap from a daily gap of November 2022 last year. The 50% level of that, all this considered discount. We came right below that and pushed and rejected strong on that Friday morning. Left us a nice little price gap to fill in. We didn't fill it in automatically, but fully. We did tap down to this low right here. And now that price is moving back higher. As far as for a good setup, I would like to see buys continue higher and maybe throughout into Monday. This would be a good area I would like to get into buys right now. You could place your stops below here. This would be
I like that.
I would take a risk on this buy going up.
That's a really good intraday.
Have your you can go here for a long position, and just say for instance, if you got in right here, stops right below here, and targets above that dotted, right at that dotted line we was talking about. That's a nice little 1 to 2.5 situation. I like that.
Not bad. Yeah,
It's
not
not
bad.
bad.
That's a sweet call. That's a sweet call.
Mm-hmm.
Not looking for it. That's why, because nothing happened as of yet. But as far
Right.
as like looking at structure and taking a trade right now, yes, that'll be it right there.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. But this is not, this is not financial advice. We are not professionals.
No, we're not trying to give financial advice out. This is educational purposes only. But when you are looking at structure, that's how you want to take buys. You want to look at a good area that's going to get me in the least amount of risk. I can take a low risk situation where I'm not risking a lot. My risk is tight, but my profit potential is large. Same thing for this scenario when we had this retest off these highs that Friday morning produced. We tested these highs on Sunday, but didn't break them. That would be a good scenario if you were still looking for sales. You would want to take sales near these old highs. This is an old high. We came up on Sunday, wicked above. If you were looking on a smaller time frame, probably would have got a better entry. But just for structure alone, you would keep in your mind like, hey, I see this drop off. It wasn't a nice strong drop off because we didn't break none of these wicks yet to continue down. But the fact that it engulfed, you could keep a mental note like, hey, if we push back above these highs and near these highs, I'm willing to take that sell. If it pushes higher and attacks this high, then hey, I was wrong. But my stop loss is gonna be tight, so I'm not risking a lot. I can take that. I'm going off of structure and stuff. So, and I believe the bears are in power. The only thing that is iffy about these scenarios is I would want this scenario to happen on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. From a Friday to Sunday perspective, that's a lot of consolidation. And that's a lot of, like I said, a lot of volume drops off on Friday if you're looking at it from a full weekly perspective. So you want to see this scenario is good, the mind frame is good, the thought process is good, but the day that it happened on and the time that it happened during that day is not good. So you're looking
at price action from last week to determine this trade, which is cool, which is okay. But in that sense, look at last week's
and this is weekly chart. That's why we looked at the weekly and found this 50% level right here.
Exactly.
Matching up with these wicks. Look at these wicks that got rejected from this area. That's a lot of and then you got this structure right here, a lot of strong bodies that needed to break through this area because it's not a weak area, it's a strong area. So you need a lot of big bodies. I talked about that a few lives ago. Like when you see a strong area, you're gonna see a lot of big body wicks. Right here too. Nice strong area, 50% level on this daily gap. Nice strong wick, nice strong bodies that needed to break through this area. Look at this rejection. Nice strong bodies from this area. Like if it's an important level, you're gonna see big body candles. And I rest my case.
Just like that, man.
I can't stress it more than that. Do your back testing. Don't take my word for it. Do your back testing and see it for yourself. Any time frame, well, the higher time frames, the better. But any chart from the stock market to gold to the S&P, Forex, I don't care. Pull it up. Any chart. That's just human greed. That's what that is. That's human greed, and it's already priced in to the market that if we get to this area, add more of our buy position. If we get to this area, add more of our sell position. That's human greed. That's all it is. So just to wrap things up, how you feeling about going into the fourth quarter?
I feel good. Man. It's like that last leg, of the marathon. It's like, taking that momentum and that pace from the beginning of it and kind of like finishing strong, but knowing it's not the end of the race. So having that mentality, but knowing just to kind of like, this ain't the end of the race. You're not finishing. But for this year, if you want to treat it like a quarter of this year, then yeah, finish strong. Make sure you don't overdo yourself. Don't overexert yourself.
Yeah.
Close out strong. With a calm mind and take that momentum and continue into year 24. Rest in peace, Kobe, and really have that strong mentality, mama's mentality, like doing it when you don't feel like it, having that discipline, and focusing on all those keys that will bring you to that next level. Focus on that right now to close out this quarter, so you don't have that New Year's resolution, list a couple of days before the New Year's. It's just like, the time is created, so So if you just
Don't
going
try
off
to,
of
and also don't use the fourth quarter to try to revenge trade off of your year.
no, exactly.
When he talk about finish strong, you notice he ain't say nothing about making no extra money. Finish strong with your account size. Go for the gold. Do heavy risks. Make all your money, make all your losses. Like, nah, finish strong. He said mentally and be
Yeah,
prepared for next year because you want to finish strong. And our main, which a lot of the big successful traders, your main job is account preservation. You want to preserve your account for the next trade
think
because it's always going to be a next setup. It's always going to be a next trade. There's always going to be a next trade. So if you focus more on preserving your capital, then you will be in the market for the next situation versus blowing your account and then having to start over from scratch and trying to be like, okay, I'm gonna get it this time. I'm gonna get it this time. Like, nah,
right.
it's all about being in the fire and losing and understanding that loss and just picking up from where you left off at, not trying to make back the losses in the next trade. Like, that's gonna happen regardless. If you trade correctly and just take your setup, you're gonna make your money back. Don't just try to make it back in that next trade. It's coming back. It always come back.
That's it.
You can't
That's it,
keep
man.
you can't keep losing if you got a good setup and you got good rest parameter. That's why that's the most important thing.
That's it. So yeah, it's like just to piggyback off of that, man. It's not a type of numbers, you know, game, per se. It's just like what you said, is just preserving that capital, growing it. You know, yeah, you will have some losses, but they won't be nearly as big as the winners. Just because you will know if you don't know right now over time, but you got to stick at it. You got to go through those those moments. So when you realize come fourth quarter, that's why a lot of people having that same mentality. We all know what it's going to be, the holidays and stuff like that. So if you play that game smart, you'll be really putting your things in play. Right now. I realize, okay, well, I'm gonna sit my money because I know everything is gonna go good in the stock market. Yeah, holidays and everything. So yeah, man, it's focus on the things, focus on those keys, those main keys.
No, facts.
And finishing it off strong, bro. Like, you know, I'm gonna break it down to, running. That's one of my things. But yeah, sometimes you get into that flow state when you be running, and I think that's what it is right now. The first couple of miles be grueling. And once you get past that, that second, third mile, that fourth one, you get in the point where you're in the flow state. So treat the fourth quarter like that, you know.
Mhm. You said finish strong on your mental, man.
Yep. And that's more than I'll say that's more important than anything, bro. Because if you ain't right mentally, you won't be able to uh to conquer, the market because you have to conquer yourself. You won't be able to conquer the market in a sense to where you can predict every fucking move, but you can you can control your emotions within these moves. So when it doesn't go your way, even though you have a track record of like 60, you know, not even at 40%, but if you know how to manage your trades and manage risk, then for the ones that work out, they will be greater than the ones that don't work out.
No, that's facts. And just FYI, we just broke above previous 1 hours open and high. Now we just broke over the previous 2-3 hours open and close. Still early in the hour though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's doing this typical, you
Sunday
know,
thing.
Sunday thing, man. People will get caught up if they want. That's fine.
No facts. Yeah, man. At the end of the day, just have a lot of thought process and what's more important, and your health and mental health and physical health is way more important than trying to find the best setups and the best strategies. Because if you look at it like this, we have a lot of software at our disposal that we can use to kind of see the potential of any situation. If we give certain pieces of software and certain formulas enough information, we can spit out a number that'll give us a potential, number to strive for, a level of profitability, or whether or not if this is a worthy enough strategy to use. But what you can't, with something you have to take one day at a time is your personal and mental and well-being. So that's more important. We can't put that into no software and tell us like, okay, if you just keep doing this in 2 months, you're gonna be the most healthiest person in the world. Like, nah, you just gotta keep working on that shit, and over time it's gonna get better, and that's gonna flow into your trading. Because just like you told me, it's hella times where your worst days of trading is stemming from how you felt, physically or emotionally that day. You weren't feeling too good. You didn't get that workout in, or you didn't, whatever the case, it just was off, and it kind of flowed into your trading. So that's like prime
Yeah,
example.
yeah, that's true. That is true. And you gotta have, because it's hard just to do all that, by yourself. So having that team and that support to kind of like, motivate you,
Mm-hmm.
to better yourself and to be more disciplined, in life. Like we got a whole run group now, and like now it's like, okay, every Saturday, I know for sure that we're gonna run. I do it, throughout the week, but I know as a group, and that's just something that we just started. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's stuff like that.
Now I followed the page. I saw that.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
So and like it's so crazy because like it's a lot of most of it's like friends from Amanda, but now we kind of like growing. But they like this past Saturday they was treating it like I was the trainer, like showing him how to do stuff, and I'm like, I wasn't planning to do that, but I was open to it. You know what I'm saying? And it was fun. At the end of the day. Uh,
But that's gonna make
but
them better, and in turn make the whole experience better while y'all out there running.
and that's what I said. I was like, yeah, every time, y'all out here, and it was just like, man, it was hard. Even one of my partners, I told him that we'll be running, and he hit me up. He came late, but still, it was just like, man, sometimes the hardest thing is just getting up
Yep.
and getting ready, knowing that you about to do some stuff that's going to test you, like really hard mentally and physically, but that's going through your head before you even put your clothes on. Like soon as you get up, you know what I'm saying?
And you about to go
But
in this heat and everything.
yeah, like if you
Speaking
defeat
on that,
that,
how,
like
how has that been? Like how you be dealing with that when you be out there running with all it? Like what that feel like?
it's I don't run outside after 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
Really, I'll say nine. Yeah,
okay. So when
because
y'all doing y'all
during the
run
week,
early in the morning.
yeah, boy, we be out there at 6 o'clock every Saturday.
Nice.
Sometimes 5:30 if it's a long run. But yeah, 6 o'clock probably be done like around 7 to 8.
Nah,
You
that's
know,
smart. But I had to clean out in this little country house, and they had a barn we had to clean out. And I went out there during the daytime, boy. It was like have baked some bread, shit, probably some meat in that hole. Like I could have, like it was so hot. So I was like, boy, the next day we went out there, we started at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's been crazy, bro. And then, now that as you age, the conditions and all that stuff, the environment kind of mess with you. So like, shit, I was probably saying the past 3 years or so, been dealing with like allergies and stuff, around this time too. So like, I really don't try and be outside as much, like, or even when I'm cutting the grass or something like that, I wear like a mask or something
Gotcha.
because it really, really gets to me. But
What time you do that?
yeah,
Like
well,
in the morning, early in the morning too?
yeah, but not as early as when I go running. So sometimes I'll be out, till like 10. The latest will be 11. So it'd be hot, like the sun be beaming. So yeah, knocking it out right quick. But yeah, man, I miss it. Like I really do miss running in the sun when the sun beaming, but it's like a nice 70, 75 to 80 degrees outside.
You'll get that
You
in
know,
October.
I know. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Um,
But yeah, for the meantime, right now, it's like during the week, I'm running on the treadmill in the gym, and then I still got my league going on Monday and Thursday. So yeah, it's like I'm starting to
you're
like schedule
definitely
stuff.
active. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, bro. But I like it because I really have no downtime.
Nah,
Oh, I
fact.
ain't gonna say downtime. Everything is scheduled, and I want
Yeah.
to get used to that. And I
You
want
filling
to,
your holes up, your gaps of
I
day
was
off
just
instead of
about to say that.
you just staying
I
like,
was,
okay, I get off work, I'm going home and I'm about to chill.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. It's no chill time, and the chill time when I do, it's like I'm probably researching. I'm reading a book. You know, every now and then we might kick back and watch a movie together one night. It's just like, and that's not every night, but even Tuesday, every Tuesday night we go by her parents and we have dinner, unless there's some plans pop up. But
But that's
every
something that's
Tuesday we
scheduled.
do that. That's something scheduled.
Nah, facts.
Something scheduled. So boom, we go to the gym right after work, hit it in real quick, about 5:30, 6 o'clock. We heading over there, having dinner, go home, boom, shower up, get ready for bed for the next day, and you know,
That's what's up.
yep, yep. But it took a minute, man.
No
So
trading plan.
exactly, so now I can squeeze that in. That'll be easy, my 7 o'clock. You can check that out real quick. Like it's super easy when you have those times set. So now you can look at it. Boom. Okay, I got to set up. Nope, I got one creeping up. I don't know. Let me take a look at it for a couple of hours. You don't see it, you're done for the day.
Yep.
Like it's really easy. Like it's the only time it get hard and frustrating when you can't take it. Emotionally. Like
Yeah.
when
And
you
and
doing
it's and
things.
that's really the when you get to that level, your main thing is just dealing with them no trade days or the days you may take one just because you possibly itching or maybe you see a setup, you take it and it just don't work out. You'll be like, oh damn. And maybe if that happened 2 days in a row, that might get to a person, but that's
Right.
just something you
Or
work with.
Or what if that happens and it does work out really big, and then you do it again really big, and it doesn't work out? It goes against you really, really big, but you sit in it because you're like, wait, but it happened before. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
boy, you start getting into them super, super bad habits. So it's like, come on, man.
It's gonna
It's,
happen to
it's
the
a lot.
best of us. I mean, it still happened to the $1 million trader. So
Yes,
I gotta
yes,
get it.
but
Ain't like you just
when it does, you gotta check yourself real quick.
yeah.
And don't try and double back. Like, laugh at yourself, look at yourself, be like, "Well, you crazy, bro. You trying to be slick. Got you." You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be too hard on yourself and just move on to the next one. Because, nigga, that was one trade of, you know, millions, you know, that's coming. That's coming. So, yeah, man.
That's what's up. Shit, we're gonna We're gonna wrap this up, man. We probably, like I said, not probably, but we will touch bases in the morning. I'm not certain on the live times because I do have those obligations in the morning, just probably for this first week or two. But
Okay.
if I could squeeze in like 30 minutes, I will probably do it. It'll probably be most likely before 7:30 than anything. Because if it's afterwards,
All
it's
right.
gonna be like at 8:30.
I got you.
But we'll see. Like I said, nonetheless, we'll eventually we'll get back to the 7 o'clock, continuation. But just these first couple of weeks, that's all.
Cool. Yeah, that's all good. Well, yeah, other than that, you already know the Telegram will be lit.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, let's
We're
get it
gonna
in,
monitor
man.
this. I'm actually about to throw a little screenshot right now in there, just so we can monitor this little breakout consolidation I'm looking at to see
Yes.
where we left from.
Yeah, I got mine marked up pretty much the same.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, man, we're gonna check back in the morning and see what the market is and see if we have a setup or not for. Like I said, ultimately we were looking for buys to get into a good sell.
Yep. Yep. Wanted to move up. You know, any sales signal, I will be analyzing that. I will say, well, any signal to be honest, but my sales signals, you know, I'll be more aggressive on those. Let me say it that way.
Right.
You know.
That's a bit. Well, shit, bro. You have a good one. We gonna touch bases in the morning and see where we at with it. But like I said, I am looking for be nice to catch some buys up into this area of all the way to 64.40s, and then look for
Yeah, I
sales.
like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, man. Yeah, I'll probably tap in around 6, 7 in the morning tomorrow, just with an update with what I see.
All right, bet. All right, everybody. Peace out. See y'all tomorrow.
Peace.